So when we talk about smart city itself, people ask, what is this? What is meant by smartness? Is it artificial intelligence? If this or that? What we are basically looking at is a city, how we can operate in a sustainable mode, and also how it can be efficient and how it can be convenient, not over convenience, at least it becomes a livable city. So that is what I basically gone down to such a level, maybe because of the experience here, that we should be able to live in a city to go into that. Okay, so I'm not going to explain a major technology breakthroughs and all in this solution. So some of my slides are animated, so I may need your help to basically click one by one. Sorry for that. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. So the story here, I think you already heard today from, do not look at the accuracy of that number, 33, it will be 33 and then 42 and all. I just put a smaller number there. So you know what the situation we have in almost all the cities. And I do not say that this is not the situation only here. Of course, many parts of the world already solved some of them, but still traffic is a problem, waste management is a problem, pedestrian safety is an issue, it is all over the place, especially in emerging markets. So this is the situation of Bangalore when only 30% of India lives in city. This is going to be another 10% up. So we can imagine what would be the situation. Next one. Okay, so I'll go one by one here. Parking search alone, you know that, no? It takes around 30% of the traffic. 50% of the plans are dropped because you don't get a parking. Typical parking search is around 20 minutes in Bangalore, I would say. 20-25 minutes. By that time, your movie is gone or whatever is gone. So you basically drop and come off. And average traffic speed in most of the cities is around 8 km per hour. And it will go down if you do not fix the problem. And one death in every 4 minutes. And one policeman for 700 plus people here, which is the lowest average in the world. And even emergency assistance takes considerable amount of time. If you basically go with somebody in an ambulance for emergency assistance, you will see the pain. It takes hours to reach a hospital. So this needs a fix. So I'm not going to talk about great technologies, and I would say that it is not that our roads are wide, not wide or so. Our road size is similar to what is there in Munich, and of course leave the autobahns aside, and in San Francisco or in Bay Area or in Santa Clara, similar, or in Vietnam or in Malaysia, similar width. Maybe we have more wider roads. And we have parking places. We have more people also. The problem is the throughput of the services is very bad. If we increase the throughput, I think we'll increase the traffic velocity from 8 to 10 rather than going from 8 to 6. And it's must have. Simple things. Detect the traffic violation, penalize them, get it automatically. A policeman standing at a traffic junction can catch maximum 50 in 8 hours. You need to fix, we need to basically get all of that. We have put the solutions in the junctions, and in a traffic junction in Bangalore creates approximately 1,000 traffic penalty tickets by end of the day. 1,000 per junction. And we talk about funding, right? 1,000 penalty tickets, 30 junctions, 30,000 into 100 rupees. We are talking about 30 lakhs per day. Per month, you know the scale, right? So money is not the issue. And we need only some 15 crores, 20 crores to fix this problem. So we have surplus money. We can cover the cost maybe in 6 months itself. Automatic number plate detection, catch them, where can I park, what are the, we have the attitude. Some parking place is 20 rupees, some parking place is 30 rupees. For that 10 rupees, we'll go another half an hour and then basically go and park somewhere. So find out what is the parking rate there, whether I'm okay to walk or I'll basically park here, 10 rupees matters to me or not. So mobile parking search, and of course for emergency assistance, you call the police, then you call the fire service, then you call the ambulance, then 3 people at home talk to each of them and then guide them where to come and what to do and all. It's impossible, especially when you are in trouble. You need one mechanism to basically connect all of them and speak to them what is happening and they coordinate. Must have. Next one. So what we are saying is, just only increase the throughput. The number of roads and the width is not going to increase in Bangalore in our lifetime, and of course also in the next generation to come. Some peripheral roads may come, but It is not going to happen. So only thing what we can do is increase the throughput of the existing infrastructure. Next one. I do not go over I mentioned couple of them. Even we have the bus service. We have 5,000 plus buses in Bangalore. You wait for them. Sometime it will come, sometime it may not. If it comes, 4 numbers will come. So, because it is stuck in some traffic, with all due respect to the people who are managing 5,000 buses at the BMTC, they have already dispatched it. It is stuck somewhere, and then basically all the 4 are coming. Because all the 4 has come now, next another 1 hour, no buses. So we need a bare minimum mechanism to say that when is my next bus coming. If it is not there, connect that information to Ola or Uber and say that, okay, there is no bus coming there, please give them a share, right, and basically hang around there. So simple. I would say that technically, we don't need major technologies to do that. It's so simple. Only thing is, we need to understand the problem, and the specifications are to be written for that, and ensure that it is done and operated in that form. Otherwise, after 3 months of the inauguration of the project, it may not work. And all these solutions, let it be traffic, transport, parking, all should basically sit on one platform. You know, platform is the most abused word these days, so maybe I do not use that. One data center, so that, you know, the government agencies can share the data and then see that, you know, they can take some action. For example, if some traffic junction, issue is there at some place, do not send buses over that for some time, because you will only going to add more traffic. But that information does not exist today. We'll go to the next one. So I think Pradeep has already scared you on data security and all. I do not want to add more. But this is the scale you see in a city, even a smaller city. We are talking about thousands of buses. We are talking about at least 30 junctions, means we are talking about 30,000 penalty tickets, which has to be dispatched. And even you put a person to, somebody need to tick the penalty ticket. And the government sometime need to send it by post also. So 30,000 in a day, you can't do it. Maximum a person can do is 300 tickets. So what you need is some 50, 60 people. Not going to happen. We have the lowest number of policemen in this country. So we need some mechanism to automatically check it. Plates should be accurate, and then dispatch it to the right address. I don't know who is living in the right address where basically our government agencies have captured. Parking. Basically thousands of parking places are there. It has to be captured in an electronic form to say that, okay, where I can park. Thousands of security. It is impossible. I mentioned about the command and control. If 1,000 camera feeds come there, you need at least 500 people to monitor them, to do something about it. Not going to happen. So we need to basically put analytics on top of that, and then say that if a specific incident is happening, I am interested in that, otherwise don't bother me. And the whole data, if you look at it, there are displays on the road. So we are going to open thousands of ports to connect to that, internet ports, and need to be secured. Otherwise, you know, you can block the complete city, saying that, okay, do not go to Koramangala, do not go to there, everywhere, switch off all the traffic lights to red, and the complete city is stuck. So it has to work reliably. And even the simple problem I mentioned, how do you talk to police and fire and ambulance together? Connect the wireless and then landline and the mobile phone, all the signals, it is single voice over IP, and then everybody is on the same page. And you can talk now. We have systems in place. Only thing is, it has to be spec'd and then asked for the city. And that is what we need the help from you, who are the influencers and decision makers, to say that this is what we need. And now assume that everything is working fine, data security is taken care. Now we are talking about thousands of sensors, the battery life will go down, the cameras fiber will cut, the wireless Vodafone or Airtel will go up and down. In the middle of that, you need to manage the city. That means you need a mechanism to monitor each and every sensor out of 10,000 and to see that when did it go down, why did it go down, is it because of the battery, is it because of the Vodafone or Airtel, and then send a person. Today it's traveled 10 kilometers, took 2 hours, and send a person to fix it. You send a person to fix it for a sensor to one part of the city, and he comes back, it is 4 hours, and your service level agreements are 4 hours. Not going to happen. So we need extreme monitoring and diagnostics and artificial intelligence tool to see that this can run by itself. So that is the technology challenge we are going to face in a city. The next one, command and control, we have already discussed, where more than a unified view, the city authorities should be able to operate, as I mentioned. If this is not working, what will I do? That means all the services need to be connected onto one platform. And yeah, the next one, and next one, yeah. Then this also is important. I think we see some smart city solutions, artificial intelligence, something is running, face recognition, I can look at the gender, I can basically do a context-aware ad. That's not the need of the hour. Of course, we can do that. Next, after we fix the problem, when you have a smart city platform, when you have the data of traffic, transport, there will be a tremendous amount of data. Then you can basically do auto traffic management. You can do auto fleet management for 5,000 buses. Based on the traffic and pollution, you can manage the buses. All those things you can do later. Even delivering your Amazon packets when you are stuck in a traffic jam. Rather than, people coming and, the biggest traffic now is because of the food, Swiggy and all kind of food delivery services. So that can't happen. So once the basics are fixed, then the data should be available to the whole world to fix the problem. We have the traffic management system in this country. We have the BMTC, but we cannot get this data. We are taking actually data from Singapore and London for our simulation. So make the data open and let it be an open platform where the whole country or whole world, because we need the help of the whole world to fix the problem. And who can basically look at our data, latch onto our platform, and give modules for traffic management or expected time of arrival or whatever you need. Artificial intelligence modules or data analytics modules or video analytics module can be hooked there, and everybody can use it. And the whole world can use it. That is the way we should basically look at it. The next one. Next one. Yeah. Now, this is all technology. We need additional help. One is, there should be a comprehensive planning of what you're doing for traffic, what you're doing for transport. And then see that, there is a common technology plan for that, first one. Public transport should get priority. And we should have a standard specification. You can see, the India smart city, I think we have utilized only 5% of the funds. We are supposed to complete by now. It's almost 4 years. That is because every city is creating a specification. All kind of things are written in that. And after that, RFP get cancelled. Every state is writing a specification. There is nothing. Traffic management is solved world over only by one way. Transport management is solved only by one way. Take that specification, refine it for India, and then publish it at national level. That is how the 3GPP and then GSM and GPRS is working. Yeah. So can you imagine that every state and city start writing the specification for Aadhaar for each one of us? Somebody monitor your face, somebody monitor your hand, somebody monitor your fingerprint. It would have been disaster. And that is the disaster going on. So it has to be a national level spec. Otherwise, none of the GPRS and 3G would have worked. Number plate, yeah. Number plate standardization. Do not expect, there is no number plate standardization. When people are not following it, do not expect us to work on, burn the midnight oil for an artificial intelligence for the natural stupidity. This does